Hello everyone, hope you all are doing well. As you have already seen, the topic for today is extradition laws, and we will understand Tahawwur Rana's case. So let's start the video. Imagine a person accused of being involved in one of the deadliest terror attacks in India's history. After years of legal battles and diplomatic negotiations, he's finally brought to justice. Today, we're talking about extradition, the process of bringing an accused criminal back to the country where the crime was committed, and how it played out in the case of Tahawwur Rana linked to the 26/11's Mumbai attacks. First of all, let us know the origin of extradition. So, extradition originates from two Latin words ex meaning out and tradium meaning give up, and is based on legal maxim aut didier aut judice, meaning either extradite or prosecute. In the case of Turlinden vs. Ams, 1902, Justice Fuller defined it as extradition is the surrender by one nation to another of an individual accused or convicted of an offense outside of its own territory and within territorial jurisdiction of other, which being competent to try and punish him, demands the surrender. So in simple terms, if we have to understand extradition is a formal request from one country to another to hand over an individual who is either 1. Wanted for trial, 2. Or has already been convicted and needs to serve a sentence. It's a legal process that depends on treaties between countries, the nature of the crime, and the legal systems involved. In India, extradition is governed by the Extradition Act of 1962. The Act defines extradition offence under Section 2 Clause C as I. In relation to a foreign state, being a treaty state, an offence provided for in the extradition treaty with that state. 2. In relation to a foreign state other than a treaty state, an offence punishable with imprisonment for a term which shall not be less than 1 year under the laws of India or of a foreign state, and includes a composite offence. And extradition treaty under Section 2 Clause D as a treaty agreement or arrangement made by India with a foreign state relating to the extradition of fugitive criminals, and includes any treaty agreement or arrangement relating to the extradition of fugitive criminals made before the 15th day of August 1947, which extends to and is binding on India. Currently, India has an extradition treaty with 48 countries and an extradition agreement with 12 countries. You may ask, here two different terms are used: treaty and agreement. A treaty is a signed agreement between the country, and the principle of dual criminality is accepted, which is to say a person fugitive in India will also be considered fugitive in the country he/she has asylum. Whereas in an agreement, countries agree to assist mutually in legal procedures without any binding agreement. So, in such cases, mostly arrangements are based on diplomatic reciprocity. However, having a treaty doesn't guarantee success. It depends on each country's legal process. Now let us discuss the hurdles in an extradition process. Key hurdles include 1. Dual criminality. The act must be criminal in both countries. 2. Double jeopardy. If someone has been tried or punished for the same crime, they can't be retried elsewhere. 3. Human rights concerns, fears of torture, death penalty, or political persecution. 4. Political offense exception. If the crime is seen as political, extradition is often denied. 5. Citizenship. Some nations won't extradite their own citizens. These principles aim to protect individuals from unfair prosecution, but can also complicate justice. Prior to discussing who Rana is, we must know the bigger question. Why is he in the picture? So, on 26 November 2008, 10 terrorists carried out coordinated attacks in Mumbai, killing 166 people and injuring hundreds. The attack shocked the nation, and many of our brave soldiers lost their lives. The attacks were traced to Pakistan-based terror group Lashkar-e-Taiba, and several arrests followed worldwide. Later, in 2009, Headley and Rana were arrested by the FBI in the USA, linking them to plotting the attack in Denmark. During the investigation, Headley admitted to the Mumbai attacks and his connection with L.E.T. and Rana. Now, As we know why, we will know who Rana is. Tahawwur Hussain Rana is a Pakistani-Canadian businessman and former army doctor. He hails from Chichawatni in the Sahiwal district of Punjab province of Pakistan. After studying medicine, he joined the military as part of Army's Medical Corps. He eventually left the military and migrated to Canada, and later in 1990 to USA. He ran an immigration firm in Chicago named First World Immigration Services. According to an inquiry by the FBI, he helped David Headley set up his cover as a business traveler to India, while Headley was scouting locations for the 26/11 attacks. Later in 2016, while appearing through video conferencing in a Mumbai court, Headley accepted that he used Rana's business as an upfront to scout locations for the attack. He had opened a branch of the office named Immigration Law Center in Mumbai and used it as a cover, and was funded by Rana during his travel and stay between 2006 to 2008. As we discussed earlier, Rana was arrested by FBI for having a connection with the plotting of the Denmark and Mumbai attacks with Headley. But the jury was not convinced by the prosecution in the Mumbai attack case, and he was acquitted by the jury in 2011. Though in the Denmark plotting case, and for providing aid and material support to Headley and Lett, where he was convicted for 14 years in 2013 by the District Court, Chicago. Now we are going to discuss Rana's fight against extradition. In 2020, USA acted on India's request, which Rana contested for 5 years. The question arises, why India waited till 2020? So answer to it is, he was already in prison in the USA serving his conviction. He was released in 2020 on compassionate grounds during the COVID-19 pandemic. So, as he was already serving his punishment, he could not have been extradited to India. So, now coming to the point, the ground on which Rana pleaded was double jeopardy, and his acquittal in 2011 by the jury in connection with the Mumbai attack. India's argument was led by senior advocate Daya Krishnan along with Narendra Mann, Sanjeevi Sheshadri, Sridhar Kale, NIA legal team. The team pleaded that his charges are different from those he has already served and been acquitted of. He has been charged with criminal conspiracy, waging war against India, aiding and abetting murder, and terrorism. On 16 May 2023, the California court certified his extradition. Following this, he filed a habeas corpus petition in district court, which was denied on 10 August 2023. On 15 August 2024, U.S. Court of Appeals affirmed the decision, and the U.S. Supreme Court denied his petition of certiorari on 21 January 2025. Lastly, all his applications were denied after Supreme Court denied his application for stay on 7 April. On 10 April 2025, Rana was extradited to India to face charges related to the Mumbai attacks, where he was handed over to NIA. Rana's extradition is a landmark moment in India's fight against terrorism. It demonstrates the effectiveness of international cooperation in bringing accused individuals to justice and sets a precedent for future cases. Upon arrival in India, Rana was taken to the NIA court in Delhi, where he was sent for 18 days of custody to the National Investigation Agency to get to the depth of the case. He faces multiple charges, including conspiracy, murder, and terrorism-related offenses. The legal proceedings are ongoing, and the nation awaits justice for the victims of 26/11s, and this will unveil the truth and the people involved in the horrific attack. This will also showcase the involvement of Pakistan and the ISI in this attack. David Headley's plea deal with FBI and being US citizen prevent his extradition, and he's serving a 35-year sentence there. As we got to know, extradition is a complex process involving legal, diplomatic, and political considerations. The case of Tahawwur Rana highlights the challenges and triumphs in the pursuit of justice across borders. If you found this video insightful, comment down your views and please like, share, and subscribe to Barrister's Tidbit for more deep dives into the world of law and justice. And don't forget to hit the bell icon to get notified for every video.